Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we are going to be going over the top 10 power forwards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM, ranking them 10-1. Now, the power forward position is pretty juiced. Like, I'm telling you, it is so much more juiced than, let's say, the small forward position, because the small forward position was super weak. A guy like Rudy Tomjanovich was at a small forward primary. He might have been I don't remember my exact list, but he might have been top 5. We're on the power forward. Will he even make the cut? You guys will find out in this video today. Before we get started, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we are on the road to 60,000 subscribers. Starting my list off here at number 10 is Pink Diamond Sidney Wicks, 6'8", 7'11" wingspan. I would say his wingspan doesn't feel 7'11". I mean, that's what it says, but like I said, Kawhi's wingspan just feels larger than Sidney's. Does have hot spots from both corners, 21 Hall of Fame badges, 35 on gold. He only has an 83 ball. Now, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, if you give him ranges and that. Well, combine the 83 ball with the lack of range, and it's kind of hard to green with Sidney Wicks consistently, at least on current gen. 95 driving dunk, 90 speed with ball, 86 ball under, 92 speed acceleration, as well as a 90 lateral quickness. I get it. He's got the Hall of Fame showtime. Hall of Fame catch and shoot definitely helps. Hall of Fame quick first step, tie handles unpluckable. As well as defensively is so elite. His jump shot's pretty solid. It's not one of the top releases in the game, but it's pretty solid, pretty easy enough to green. Pro 3 size up. They're the only problem I see with Sidney Wicks. The lack of hot spots from above the break, combined with the fact that you're going to have to spend a little MT badging him out, giving him corner specialist, deadeye, flexible, hot zone, 100 range extender. If you want to give him all those badges, you're looking at, 60, 70, 80, 90, even 100K MT. So those are kind of the main problems I have with Sidney Wicks. Nonetheless, if you did grind Sidney and wanted to use him, he is a very formidable forward. Coming in at number 9 on my top 10 power forward list is Galaxy Opal Antawn Jamison, 6'8", 7'1" wingspan. I about said 7'11" because I'm used to Sidney Wicks. Kind of a complete opposite as Sidney, right? Antawn does have a hot spot from the right hash. I still wish he had a few more. Only 16 Hall of Fame badges, 29 on gold, but remember, he came out a while ago. What Antawn gives you is a lot better shooter than Sidney, a 92 3 ball. He only gives you an 85 driving dunk. Still can handle the ball a little bit, just not going to be quite as good as on defense. You give him showtime, he's going to have the gold showtime. And then shooting wise, he comes with basically every badge he needs. Yes, you're going to want to put flex on him. Playmaking wise, he doesn't have unpluckable, so you're not going to want to handle the ball a ton with him, but he does have the gold quick first step, and defensive wise, he is going to be just solid. Tendency wise, decent enough offensive tendencies. Defensive tendencies definitely leave a little bit to be desired, but he does have the XM release on quick. So when it comes down to the Antawn Jamison versus Sidney Wicks kind of debate, you can go either way. For me, Sidney isn't green enough from above the break, and that's why give me Antawn Jamison, Chicken Man himself, one step ahead at number 9 on my top 10 power forward list. Coming in at number 8 on my top 10 power forward list is a guy that definitely would have been a top 5 small forward in Pink Diamond Lamar Odom. 6'10", 6'11" wingspan, hotspots from 4 out of 5 placed around the arc, 23 Hall of Fame badges, 35 on gold, 88 3 ball, 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 88 speed ball, 91 speed acceleration, as well as an 88 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame showtime, catch and shoot, quarter specialist, tire shooter, boy shooter. Does come with the gold range extender. Again, you're going to want to probably apply the flexible to this Lamar Odom card, but look at the playmaking wise. Handles for days, needle threader, quick first step, tie handles, and unpluckable, all on Hall of Fame. Defensively, he has what he needs outside of the interceptor badge, which you probably would have to apply as well. Tendency wise, very solid through and through. PG's release on quick, which is just weird for Lamar Odom. I mean, anything outside of the normal Lamar Odom base in which he jumped to the moon, like the old base 11, man, rest in peace, used to be incredible, and that's kind of what I'm missing on Lamar Odom. Like, it's different for me. Lamar Odom used to be one of my favorite cards in the game every time he came out. Now the fact that he just doesn't have his old release, it just isn't the same for Lamar Odom. Still has Pro 2 size of escape, which I don't even think on current gen at least that matters, but Pro 5 move behind the back is very solid, as well as he's going to be able to burst everywhere. Lamar is very solid, just all the matter of can you get his release timing down. Coming in at number 7 on my top 10 power forward list is Pink Diamond Draymond Green, 6'7", 7'1" wingspan. Hotspots from everywhere outside of the 3-point line. Now, I know everybody loved the Diamond Draymond. Everybody's waiting for a new Draymond card, but I mean, Draymond is Draymond, guys. He's not going to be anything that he's not. That's the best way to describe it. He can't be anything he's not. And Draymond Green is exactly, you know, what to expect. 91 3-ball, going to be able to shoot with the best of them. 85 driving dunk, can play make a little bit. 89 speed acceleration, as well as a 94 lateral quickness. So, I mean, if his speed ball handle was just a little bit better, maybe I would be a little bit higher on him. Still does have the gold Showtime Hall of Fame catch, shoot corner specialist, range extender. Playmaker wise is incredible. Hall of Fame quick first step, unpluckable. Even Hall of Fame dimer, floor general, needle threader as well. Defensively, I mean, what more could you truly want out of Draymond? Now, I would definitely recommend playing him at the power forward position, because if you're trying to play a 6'7" guy at center, it might be kind of tough. Tendency wise, incredible defensive tendencies. Jump shot 12 on quick, absolutely butter release. Size up, dribble sig wise, you're not going to want to dribble a ton with Draymond. You know, outside of the burst, he doesn't give you many options, to be completely honest with you. As far as just pure dribble sigs, they're not very good. But still, I'm running Draymond on my no money spent squad, and if you're kind of in the same boat as me, pick up a pink diamond Draymond. Now, in my opinion, there's a massive gap between Draymond and this Galaxy Opal LeBron James. There is. And I don't think anybody's going to really try to debate me on that outside of DBG. There's a wide gap. Now, mostly on current gen, this is where LeBron comes in. I think LeBron's that step below on current gen just because of his lack of ability to shoot corner threes. Nonetheless, still 6'9", 7 foot wingspan. It's crazy to think we got LeBron basically 2 months ago. Like, that's absolutely crazy to me. This Bron still has a 93 ball, 95 driving dunk, 93 speed ball, 86 ball, 94 speed acceleration, as well as a 96 lateral quickness. Now, I don't want to say this LeBron James is basically a GOAT card, but my LeBron James that I have like Hall of Fame Showtime on, if you give him Hall of Fame range, he's basically a GOAT card outside of rebounding. Like, what more could you want? Does only come with gold Showtime, gold range, flexible, no steady shooter, but on next gen, obviously, you're going to want to put blinders on him. Hall of Fame dimer downhill, needle threader, quick first step. Then defensively, he's got some incredible badges. No Hall of Fame clamps though, so I mean, we still have a lot of room for improvement on Bron, but I'm just saying, he is so elite. Tendency wise, absolutely stellar. LeBron James release on quick, decently easy to green. The one thing I would say is it's just, he steps in. It's just not ultimately what you'd want. Pro 2 size up escape on next gen, he can do it. Current gen, he can't. Pro 2 moving behind the back isn't incredible, but he does have the Pro 8 moving tween. I'm a big fan of LeBron James, but I always have been and always will, just because of his ability to play on the defensive end. Still, as much as I love LeBron, he can't be any higher than number 6 on my top 10 power forward list. Coming in at number 5 for me is Galaxy Opal Paul George, PG 13, 6'9", 6'11" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere outside the three-point line, 29 Hall of Fame badges, and 27 on gold. If there's a guy I compare LeBron to, it's kind of Paul George. 94 3-ball, 97 driving dunk, 91 speed ball, a 94 ball handler, 94 speed, as well as a 97 lateral quickness. I just think Paul George is a better LeBron. He's got the Hall of Fame Showtime. He's got the Hall of Fame range. He's got half quick first step, space creator, TyDeBo, and then defensively, he's obviously incredible. Now, the biggest difference between PG-13 and LeBron is PG's just got a better release. That's all there is to it. And again, this Paul George card realistically could play on your end game squad. He's going to be a competitive level player for the rest of the year. Tendency wise, absolutely incredible. Sigs wise, PG's release on quick, Pro 2 size up escape. Because he's 6'9" and weighs 220 pounds, I don't even know. You guys can let me know down below in the comments if Paul George can curry escape on current gen or not. I don't even know. I haven't even played with the Paul George. Well, I did a gameplay, but I don't really remember it that well. So he might be able to curry escape. I know on next gen he's going to be able to do it. Pro 5 move behind the back on current gen is very solid. Obviously has the Showtime dunks, guys. Has the Hall of Fame Showtime. There's a ton to like about this Paul George card. DBG is high on him. Maybe it's because I've just never been high on Paul George. There's just some cards I like that a little bit more. That is why Paul George comes in at number 5 on my top 10 power forward list. Now, some of you guys might say I'm biased, and maybe I am, but coming in one step above Paul George is Galaxy Opal Kevin Durant. 6'10", 7'4" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. On current gen, I love KD's release. On next gen, it still looks kind of weird. It just looks that little bit weird. So it's just kind of one of those releases that might split the community. 97 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, 92 speed with ball, and 86 ball handle, 94 speed acceleration, as well as a 94 lateral quickness. Only gold Showtime, but still Hall of Fame range extender, catch and shoot corner specialist, deadeye flexible, as well as playmaker wise, Hall of Fame quick first step handles for days, tie handles, and unpluckable. Defensively, very solid with his 6'10" frame. And that's the thing about KD that I love so much, is just kind of his player model, right? Tendency wise, absolutely incredible offensive tendencies. Defensive tendencies has his typical KD defensive tendencies. Those were what they were last year, and they haven't changed quite yet. KD's release on quick has the Pro 2 tween, which for KD is very, very solid. Pro 2 size of escape, at least on current gen, doesn't really matter. But the thing is, with Showtime dunks, with his athleticism and ability to shoot the ball, I just think he's one step above Paul George, probably just because I'm more comfortable with him, coming in at number 4 on my top 10 power forward list. Coming in at number 3 for me on my top 10 power forward list is Galaxy Opal triple threat offline reward, Kermit Washington. If you were lucky enough to get Kermit, trust me, you are very, very lucky. 6'8", 7'3" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere outside the 3-point line, 30 Hall of Fame badges, 28 on gold, 81 3-ball. Now that's the only thing that I'm kind of like hesitant with Kermit. But the thing is, if you give him a shoe, a coach, that's going to get to the 90s. For a general dimer, you shouldn't be able to miss with the card. 95 driving dunk, 92 speed ball, 86 boner, 95 speed acceleration, was a 97 lateral quickness. It's not the best part about Kermit. Hall of Fame Showtime. Shooting wise, got every badge you could possibly want. You give him range extender, flexible, deadeye, he's going to have literally everything. Playmaker wise, Hall of Fame handles for days, quick first step, tie handles, unpluckable. Just look at the defensive badges. And this is why I think Kermit Washington is at one step above KD, Paul George. Nobody has the defensive badges that Kermit Washington does. And you're like, oh yeah, he's only 6'8". Play against Kermit Washington and his player model and tell me that he's only 6'8". His player model is just absolutely ridiculous. Tendency-wise, insane. Sig-wise, XM base on quick, Pro 2 size of escape, and yes, he can Pro 2, Pro 5 moving behind the back. There's just so much to like about Kermit Washington. If you were lucky enough to get him or are lucky enough to get him, count your lucky stars because Kermit is a top 3 power forward in the game. Coming in at number 2 for me as a top 2 power forward in the game, I wanted to put this guy at number 1, is the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 6'11", 7'4" wingspan. DBG said today that he is an A-tier player, guys. Trust me when I say he is an S-tier caliber type player. 25 Hall of Fame badges, 31 on gold, hotspots from both corners. 83 ball, again, he's got a butter release. If you give him, a shoe, a coach, he's going to be just fine. Comes with a 95 driving dunk tendency, 89 speed with ball, 86 ball, and 94 speed acceleration as well as a 93 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame Showtime. The big thing for Giannis is he comes with catch and shoot, hot zone hunter. You're going to want to probably give him, he can't get range extender, obviously we know that, but maybe tireless shooter and volume shooter. But even with catch and shoot, quarter specialist, hot zone hunter, you shouldn't miss from the corners. Playmaker wise, Hall of Fame downhill, quick first step, unpluckable. That's a super important badge that they gave Giannis. Defensively, Hall of Fame clamps, hard crusher, interceptor, intimidator, pogo stick, anti-defender, as well as every other gold defensive badge in the game. Now, I know a lot of people are like, what does he give you over like a guy like Kermit? Guys, he's Giannis Antetokounmpo. We can't forget about the player model that Giannis has and his ability to play lanes. At the power forward position, guys, if I was playing at 250K tomorrow, he would be on my team. There's no question about it. So tendency-wise, you guys couldn't ask for worse. Sigs-wise does have the Giannis release. I get it. His dribble sigs aren't incredible, but it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, guys. With the burst in the game, with unpluckable, what more could you possibly want? He is a top 2 power forward in the game. Just couldn't put him at number 1. At number 1, guys, we do have Zion Williamson. So kind of a complete opposite of Giannis, right? Zion's only 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan, but his player model, like, it's Zion, guys. You guys got to realize his player model is just, he's super, super wide. Hot spots from legitimately everywhere outside of the 3-point line. 41 Hall of Famers with 26 on gold. Let's just see what badges he doesn't have. Doesn't have teardropper, doesn't have steady shooter, no dead eye, no lob city passer, flash passer, ankle breaker, and defensive leader. So guys, really what that tells you, you give him Lob City Passer, Ankle Breaker, and Deadeye, he's got every badge you could possibly want. 94 3-ball, 99 driving dunk, 94 speed ball, 94 ball, and a 96 speed acceleration, as was a 95 lateral quickness. Tendency-wise, what more could you really want? Sig-wise, Kobe's release on quick, a butter release, Pro 2 size up escape. Guys, what more do you need me to say? He's got everything you need. The only thing is, I wish he was a little bit taller. That's all you can really say about about Dark Matter Zion Williamson. It's hard for me to get the Dark Matter inside of my head. I keep saying Galaxy Opal for him, but a Dark Matter is Zion Williamson. What more could you possibly want? And stats that matter, I think his lowest stat is a 90. Like, literally, you guys can look. What is his lowest stat? Passing accuracy at a 90. If you don't count that, then what is it? 92 steal rating? Like, guys, this is the closest card we have seen to a GOAT card, and he's not that far from it. Zion Williamson is our best power forward in NBA 2K21. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for my top 10 power forwards in NBA 2K21. Again, this was an absolutely stacked position. Guys like Chris Webber don't quite make the cut. Rudy Tomjanovich, those guys don't make the cut. But You comment down below. Do you guys think I was too high on Giannis? Do you guys think I was too low on Paul George? Let me know that down below in the comments. Let me know anybody I missed out on, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.